Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. I'm Monk, and today we are in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Now today we got another update on consoles. That is the PlayStation, the Xbox and the Switch all received an update today to fix a number of issues that have been ongoing. Some of them new, some of them since release. It's really cool to see this game is still getting polished and still getting patched and fixed. Today's video is going to be about what that patch, what that update actually entails, what differences does it bring to your game. We're going to be going over the main points within the patch notes. We're not going to go over all of the patch notes because you know what, guys, this was actually kind of a big update. Many things have been changed across the board. You know, some of these things being small fixes, some of them being slightly bigger, but there are numerous. So I'm not going to go over all of them for you. I will link the patch notes down in the description. So if you are not following them over on Twitter, you're not in any of their discords, not in my own discord, you know, the patch notes link will be down in the description. You guys can have a little look-see at your heart's content, but we're going to be going over the ones that I think should be talked about, the ones that I'm most excited to see changed. And yeah, it's just going to be a short video, guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And as I mentioned before, we do actually have our very own Discord. The link for it is again down in the description. Feel free to join and, you know, share your game, share your experience. Let us know what you love about this game and what is still broken and you hope to see fixed in the future. Now, firstly, I think what's best about this update is the fact that this got released on the PlayStation, Xbox, and the Switch at the same time. I think that's really cool. It does mean that one platform doesn't have to wait longer than the other, especially the Switch. Switch players very often get pushed back, so it's good to see that this patch did roll out across all platforms at the same time. Now, here's what the devs actually think are the most important updates within this patch. They have fixed an issue with some touch spells failing to cast, such as Cure Wounds. That's kind of a big one. I haven't experienced it myself, having dived back into this game recently, but you know, for people that have, that would be a real problem. Glad to see that's been fixed. They've also fixed a number of issues with the physics of cloaks. They have fixed a number of issues with one of the DLCs, and they've also fixed the UI freezing after the end of turn-based combat. That could be kind of annoying. I did actually notice that myself, so hopefully reloading now is going to be a little bit smoother. Now, areas, they have actually fixed a number of things with different areas within the game. The one I'm most excited about happens to be the fact that they have fixed the rest on the final arena within Enigma. They have also fixed a number of quests as well. There's quite a few quests in this game that can be a little bit buggy. The ones I'm most excited to see is the fact that they have fixed a couple of quests with the 2 different DLCs that we have gotten. I always think it's a real shame whenever we get new DLCs added in and the quest lines are bugged. So the fact that they are actually paying these attention and trying to polish them off, really good. Hopefully we can dive back into them, no issues whatsoever. We'll have to wait and see exactly, you know, how many of those quests have actually been fixed. Item wise, there was only 2 changes or improvements here, very small list. Next up, we have classes and mechanics. And the first one up here, after fighting the bear spirit, the characters could receive a permanent shaken condition that was impossible to remove. Now, this personally, I have had this. It really sucks. Really glad to see that that has been removed. It was a right pain. You used to have to just reload and hope that it wouldn't happen the next time. And again, they have also made another fix to another quest within a DLC. They've also made a few UI improvements. The comparison of weapons, for instance, has been improved. And they've also made several visual changes to the game as well. The one key point here for me has to be the Sovereign Dragon pet. That could lose its textures and turn pink. That was weird. It didn't look right. I'm glad they fixed that. I'm looking forward to actually loading it up in the game and making sure that that has actually now been fixed. And finally, they have made a few changes across the board, all in Chapter 1, Chapter 4, and Chapter 5 here. You can see they've made a few minor tweaks just to make the game a little bit smoother and a little bit easier to play. All above all, for this update, I'm really glad to see they have put in so much effort. Like I said, there are extensive patch notes I have mentioned and pulled up, which I think happen to be, the shining gems out of this patch notes. But there's a lot more to go over. So if you are interested, the link for them are down in the description. I'm really excited to see this game constantly getting new updates and more patches and just more polish. I personally loved Kingmaker. I spent a lot of time in Kingmaker and I wish I could have spent more. Unfortunately, it was too broken for us on console. I don't know about you, I found it far too frustrating to play. The fact that Wrath of the Righteous is better, 100 times better, 100 times smoother, is absolutely fantastic. And I'm glad to see that despite it not being perfect on release, the team have continued to try to push out bigger and better patches just to help all of us players, everyone that enjoys Pathfinder games, be able to enjoy their experience that much more. So yeah, really excited to see this patch out. Let me know down in the comments if this game has addressed your current issues with the game, and if it hasn't addressed the pressing issues for you. Let us know down in the comments again, what is the biggest problem with the game right now in its current state? And of course, don't forget, did this update actually fix your game? But until next time, guys, I've been a monk, we've been critically clueless, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.